Hey guys, Fushiro of Team Bad Yugioh here with another Tengu Plant format deck profile. This time we're doing Tengu Plants themselves. Let's get right to it. We're going to start with 3 Tengus, of course. This is a great lifeblood, good combo, very versatile. You can pro set it, do whatever you want. Then you have the Plant Engine, Honorary Plant Debris Dragon. You can tell he's way over here on my mat. You can't even see it on the screen. But yeah, these are what you do. I mean, it's really hard to describe this deck without going super in-depth. So I'm going to do a deck explanation on this deck to address everything more in depth, and I'll put that in the underbar. And so you can watch that after this video. But right now I'm just doing the profile. So we have 2 Thunder Kings, and then we have the Tour Guide Engine. Because Thunder King, I mean, it was good control. It helped you with, like, let's say monster heavy hands. It was the good first turn summon. Controlling with Thunder King was just super nice, especially in the mirror match, because it would basically make your opponent have to use some of their more powerful cards to get rid of it, almost always, because it was bigger than nearly everything. In fact, the only thing that really could get over it easily were hiatus, and hiatus is also super important for that exact reason. And then you have the Tour Guide Engine, because making Levier is pretty good last time I checked. As well as, like, first turn opening Zen mains is not bad. I mean, I don't like pushing that much. I prefer to save it for later, but I mean, some people are into that. We have 1 Gores because Gores was big, and then 1 BLS because BLS was bigger. And then you have, like, your hand traps. You have 2 Maxi and 2 Valor. These are just the rounded out cards that just gave you advantage in super clutch ways. They were hard to counter and they were hard to predict. In fact, the only way you could really see them was Trap Dust Shoot, and it's the only way you really knew about them in the first place. So they were good for that. Now you have your staples. You have your Monster Reborn, your Avarice, your Dark Hole, and your Heavy Storm. We're into 2 MSTs and then 1 Book of Moon. They were just all great cards. Book of Moon is a very versatile, very high skill card in this format because it dodged everything. It was aggressive and it was defensive. It was awesome. Next we have the Econs and Scapegoat. Because this is actually amazing. People forget that just because you can't tribute Scapegoats for a tribute summon doesn't mean you can't tribute them for anything else. Oh no. You can use this for, like, Destiny Hero fucking shenanigans, or, like, but the most important thing is that you do Goats last turn. Next turn you flip over an Econ and then you take their monster and you just start comboing off with that, and so critically important. And then speaking of combo pieces, we have Foolish Burial, 1-for-1, and Mind Control. I'm gonna try to go over some of the 1-for-1 combos in the deck explanation that I do later, because that card gets a little complicated. There's some silly things in this deck, I tell you what. This deck was super well-rounded, you know. Shoutouts to Billy Break for conceptualizing this and the way he played it, and then, you know, getting first in 2 YCSs in a row. Super good of him. And then the traps, it's all pretty generic. You had minimal traps. You didn't really want to play Mirror Force. You didn't need it, because you could just usually grind out the game itself with your monsters, which was super good, because then it would just help load up your Avarice or whatever, what have you. But it was still nice to play Call of the Haunted. And then, like I said, Trap Dust Shoot. This card was just super great for, like, pulling out hand traps and then, like, seeing if they had any larger monsters that you just couldn't really deal with early on. You could just erase them from existence. Getting that preemptive BLS bullcrap out of here. And now we're on to the extra deck. We're starting with the Big Daddy Trish. We have Stardust Dragon and Scrap. They were awesome. Then you have, like, Ancient Fairy Dragon. Please summon that in defense. And Black Rose Dragon. Just in case it gets Fiendish Chained. No, not really. I mean, I'll do an attack. But yeah, they were just great cards. Arcanite Magician and Orient Dragon. I only run, like, I did not play these originally, because I thought that the only great way to play them was with a combo with Debris Dragon, 1-for-1, and Dandelion. But I've since learned that you can make this card so much. It's so good. And this card is just a clutch target for Debris Dragon. Pull out a Maxi, make Orient Dragon. It's big enough, and it's nice. It's the fact that it's a dragon that matters a lot. 1 Brio, because it was possible. 1 Hyper Librarian, because it was just super important in the mirror match. 1 Cataster, because sometimes you just needed to make monsters just pop monsters. Armory Arm, and then Formula, because it was limited, sadly. We have Levier, Zen Mains, and then a Utopia. I don't play Leviathan, and I definitely don't play Steel Swarm Roach. Do not need that crap in my life. And a bunch of tokens. But yeah, Levier's super important in my opinion. But yeah, this is the deck. I'm going to have a explanation in the underbar below to go over some of the combos in this deck more in-depthly and to maybe explain some of the cards. I don't know. We'll see what I go over. Anyways, I'll see you there. Have a good time. This is Fushiro, signing out.